Do you want to improve your indoor scenes? You can add this type of stairs, the spiral ones. These are a unique stairs, a type of stairs, of course, and they are so amazing, guys. It has a lot of variation that you can use, that you can create. Basically, you have no limitation, guys. I'm using geometry nodes to create this spiral stairs, okay? So without any further ado, I'm going to show you guys how this thing works. Okay, I have these settings over here on the right corner over here. As you can see, the height, spin count, start, radius, and etc. We can add more and more sliders over here. But you know, and a quick note, if you wanna get this generator for free, you can get it on the link in the description. Just click on it and you will download it. Easily. And while you are in my Gumroad store, if you want to support this channel to keep posting or creating content for free to the people out there that want to join us in the blending community, you know, you can give us a tip, or even you can get something valuable as my 3D mastery ebook. It has two versions, English and Japanese, and arigato minna-sama. Okay, so let's show you these settings. The height is, you know, talks about itself. You can play with the heights. Okay, the spin count also talks about itself. You have too many spins or less, you know. And also the start radius and the end radius. You have the ability to do more stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. Anyways, sorry. So yeah, let's go to a new or a fresh Blender file. You can press Ctrl N and create new general. Okay, select everything by pressing A and X and delete everything. And now Shift A and add a mesh plane or even anything. Okay, because we are going to work with geometry nodes, it doesn't matter. Now go to Geometry Nodes tab and click on this new icon. You can delete this spreadsheet by right clicking and close area. Okay, so I'm going to explain for you guys, the people who is watching right now. I'm going to explain everything step by step, how things works. I have slight problem with one node that I can't explain further, okay, but I will get to it later on. But right now I'm going to explain everything step by step. Okay, I'm going to use the obvious choice, the spiral curve node. Spiral, yep, curve spiral. Just plug it into the geometry, or you can enable the node wrangler add-on. Search for it under the add-ons tab, node wrangler. Just enable it and it should be saved by default with this auto save preferences, or you can save it manually. Okay, right now it is working. We can make these start radius and end radius the same. Sorry, like this one. Okay, just to get the proper look. Okay, nice. And right now we have a lot of points, 1 2 3 4 etc. Like these points are, you know, are connected to this resolution. We can increase or decrease. Okay, we have the choice to do that. And I wanna instance on these points a staircase, okay, or stair thing. I don't know what it's called, but this thing, okay, this stair thing, okay, this cube, okay, I have no idea. Tell me in the comments, guys. Okay, to do that I'm going to make it procedurally, but you can create any model and import it and use it as instance. To show you, to demonstrate that for you, Let's say, for example, let's create a cube. Let's move this cube or just leave it as it is. We can drag and drop and use it as an instancer. Okay, this is so simple. I'm going to delete it. I don't need it. Okay, and I wanna add instance on points to instance the grid or the staircase on these points. Okay, Shift A and add grid. Okay, we can't see it. Press Ctrl and Shift and left click to use the Node Wrangler's shortcuts. And if we press Shift and Z, we can see we have 4 faces. We need less than that, so decrease this vertices resolution to 2. Okay, so now we have less than that. Probably now you can see it. As you can see, we have nothing. But when we had 3, you can see 2. Okay, nice. And I can play with its X value, okay, to make it look like a stair. Nice. We need to extrude it. To do that, we have a node called extrude mesh. Okay, and we need to uncheck this individual because it is extruding individually, but in this case we don't have to. But if we had, for example, 2 or 3, sorry, it will extrude individually, but we don't need that, so uncheck that. And let's make something believable, something like this. Okay, cool. And I want to fill this bottom area by just joining the original mesh, which is on the floor, with this one. To do that, Ctrl Shift and right click to join that. And now let's delete this viewer node and use this as an instance. Okay, currently it is so big. To scale it down, we can scale it over here, or we can add a transform node, but we don't need to do that. So just select everything and hold Shift and you can scale it down. Right now it is amazing. We need to add more resolution over here because it is quite you know, maybe 30. Okay, we have another problem, which is these stairs aren't facing or aren't rotating with the curve that we have. Okay, why it is going like this? It need to shift on the y-axis and also rotate on the z-axis because it is not straight. As you can see, it need to shift a little bit. Okay, so to do that, we need a new node, which is this node. It will gives us the data from this spiral curve to use it as a rotation over here, which is the curve tangent. Okay, but this curve tangent, it has all the data combined, but we need to extract them. Let's try that before we extract them. Let's plug it into the rotation. As you can see, it is affecting everything, but we don't need that. Some of you might ask, we need a separate XYZ. Let's use that. Separate XYZ now. It is vector. Let's use the Z. No, it is not working. Instead, we need an align Euler to the vector. Because this is containing a vector data. Let's plug it into the vector, and we need to specify which axis. We need to pivot on the Z axis. Right now it is working, but these things aren't facing the correct position, which is the y-axis. Where is the y-axis? Yep, this one is the y-axis. So we need to flip them like this. Now it is facing the correct direction. Okay, nice. Now it is working good. It is pretty good. And this is it. You have this factor, so you can do a little animation, no, if you wanted to. But right now it is working properly. We don't have any issues right now. So now I want to create this thing. Okay, this handle that you can use your hand and, you know, stand on it. I don't know what its name, what it's called. I have no idea. Let's duplicate the same spiral, Shift and D, and let's join it with this one. And as you can see, it appeared over here. Okay, I need a transform geometry to shift it a little bit into here and also move it on the z-axis. But before that, let's increase the start radius to this number. Let's use, yeah, this number is cool. Let's use it, Ctrl C, and also paste it over here because we need these numbers to be equal, because we having them equal over here, 1 meter to 1 meter, and also here 1.12. Okay, it is working. And now I want to shift it on the z-axis. To do that, go to the location or translation and move it on the z-axis slightly like this. Okay, right now it is looking insane. Some of you might ask, I want to add glass. We can do that. Okay, I'm going to show you first how we can add these poles and things, and then I will show you how to add glass. Okay, before that, let's add some thickness to this spiral over here. I'm going to use curve to mesh. Okay, sorry, curve to mesh. I'm going to use a curve profile circle. Okay, let's decrease the radius to something believable. Okay, this one, 0.01. It is working. Amazing. While we are having this spiral, we can use it to instance on it pulse, okay, that goes with each step. To do that, we need also to join this with this one. Okay, and I want to add an instance on points, or we can just duplicate it from here. Okay, like so, and reset it because we are having some issues over here. Nice. And now I'm going to instance curve line. Okay, oh my god, this thing to this thing. Let's make this thing. Okay, 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 nice. Now it is working. Let's plug this thing into the instance. It is working. Okay, oh my god, this is also another shape. Let's copy these nodes, this one and this one, Shift and D to duplicate, and plug this thing into the curve and this thing into the instance. Okay, as you can see, I just wanna play with this value over here to be 0.008, okay, to make it a little bit less thick. Okay, nice. Just to fix this issue because it is too tall, we can play with its end value over here on the z-axis. Lower it down a little bit. Something like 20. Okay. Or 19. Yep, 19 is working correctly. I wanna fill these caps over here and also over here. Okay, don't worry about this thing. Okay, nice. Let's see now. Nice. I want to control all of these things together because right now I can't control everything. So to do that, we need a value node. Okay. We want to first control the height. So height. Because it is the same value, we are going to use a single value node. So 2. We have different values for the start and end radius. Let's leave it until the end. Let's copy this value over here. Okay, and use it as rotations. Also the resolution 30. Let's use it over here, Now this thing. Okay, we have 1 and we have 1.12. Easy. We are going to subtract from this one 0.12 and give it to this thing. Okay, to do that we need a math node. Set it to subtract and subtract this value 0.12. Okay, 1.12. Okay, now plug this thing into this thing. Okay, and this value node into this thing and this thing. Okay, nice. I guess right now it is going to work properly. Let's just organize all of these. So let's see the height. Sorry, what is the height? Yep, this is the height. The height is working. Nice. Let's see the rotations. We have rotations. Nice. Let's see. Sorry, resolution. This is resolution. This one is the rotations. It is working properly. This is what I wanted to. It is working. Nice. Let's bring it back to 2. And finally, this one. Let's see if this one is going to work or not. Yup, it is working properly. And this is what I want. Let's play with the height to be 1. Okay. Just to make this beautiful looking stair, we can make it even less. Let's go to the top view. Let's use 0.3. Nice. This value is correct. We can use less resolution for that, like this thing, just to make it like a woody staircase or spiral stair. Okay, nice. It is amazing. We can add something like this thing. Okay, we can customize it, but let's show you guys how we can do that with glass. Okay, let's use glass instead of this thing. We can okay, instead instead of doing that, okay, let's plug this thing into this thing. Okay, let's convert this thing into a mesh. Okay, it is mesh right now. Okay, nice. Let's use the extrude mesh. Let's use extrude edges. Okay, it is working. And the offset should be a combine x and yz node and the offset, and let's use the z value. And as you can see, we have glass. Okay, and this thing should be connected to the height. Yep, it is connected and it is working properly. This is what I want. Okay, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to make it simple. I'm going to just duplicate these, Ctrl and X to dissolve, and plug this thing back into here. And yeah, what I was thinking about to do to create, I forgot. Really, wallahi, I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, I was thinking about adding. Okay, so simple. Control Shift and D, the same thing, and we need to put it into here. And I wanna add a transform node. Let's bring it back to 0. Okay, and I need the same setup from here. Shift and D, use this thing as this thing and this thing as this thing. Okay, let's make this value a little bit less than 0 0 1. Okay, this is too much. 9 1. Okay, 5. Okay, 5 is going to work. Let's duplicate this thing one more again. Let's just move these boys over here. Okay, Shift and D. Let's use this thing again, and let's join it. Okay, in this case, Control Shift and D. Okay. I'm going to block this thing into the curve itself. Right now, okay, I guess I have something weird happening, but I don't know what is that. Okay, point 12. Height 1. Sorry, height 14. 1. Nice. I need this thing to be 0.1. Okay, is it the same thickness? Yep, it is the same thickness. Okay, it is working. Yep. But right now I'm going to add the same matte nodes. Okay, I'm going to use this matte node. For the resolution, it's the same. Yep, the same for the resolution. The rotations, are the same. The height itself is the same. The only thing, okay, I guess I'm going to use this math node over here. I don't need that. I'm going to use this math node because it is the same. Okay. Right now, if I played with this node over here, yep, it is working. It is working properly. Okay, nice. Yep. Okay. Mm, let's. I need to add math node, another math node. Why I'm adding? I'm adding a minus 0.80. Okay. Is it going to work? I have no idea, but I guess it is going to work. It is. It is. Okay. Let's see. I'm so sorry for the noise. Yep, it is working. Not just properly, it is working perfectly. Nice, nice. And I want to add one more thing, which is the pull inside. Okay, to add that, just go. Okay. Let's add cylinder. Okay, and join it with these things. Right now it is too big. Okay, let's bring down this radius to be something around here. It is working perfectly. They just enable this cavity math cap, something like this. Okay, it is working properly right now. Let's use a darker one. Let's add it to both so we can see. Okay, nice, amazing. But as you can see, it is on the depth I need just one, but it is shifted over here. So for that I'm going to use transform geometry, and I'm going to add on z-axis 0.5, which is because why 0.5? I'm going to explain for you guys. Because it is in the middle, so in the middle, from the middle to the top of here, it is 0.5 plus this 0.5, it is 1 meter, and this is equal to this 1 meter, so I need just to move it 0.5, which is half a meter. I want to control this 0.5. Okay, where is the height? I guess this is the height. This is the height. I'm going to plug it into this translation, but I want to specify. We need a combine XYZ node. Okay, I need to add on the z-axis. Okay, I need a math node. Okay, and multiply it by 0.5. Okay, I'm multiplying the number by 0.5. Oh my god. Okay, I guess this is going to work. And yep, it is working properly. We need one. And right now we're having this beautiful and amazing stair. Okay, spiral stair. Right now let's plug every single one of these to its own place. Use this thing, copy this number and press N. I use this thing as let's call it resolution, res. Default this value, the minimum is also this value, and the maximum 1 million. Okay, This one, it should be rotations, so let's copy this value. Let's plug into here. Rotations default 2, minimum also 2, and the maximum this number. These things are end radius. Okay, this thing radius, default this value, minimum this value, maximum this value. Okay, this one is the height. Okay, height default 1, minimum 1, maximum this value. Okay, let's copy each value and replace it over here, so it's going to work. Okay, we have no limitations and it is working as it intended to work. Oh my god, we can add so many things. We can make it big, high, low, as you can see, fully customizable. As you can see, amazing. Maybe I'm going to add both of these generators for you guys, or just one of them is enough. Okay, you have the tutorial. Why do you need this? Thank you guys for watching. See you soon with another video. Salam.